Sorry, just sorting out my camera. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Herts Inclusive Theatre Live, week 7. I'm Rosie, and this week our theme is improvisation and imagination. Now, what is improvisation? Well, improvisation is something that we're actually doing all the time. It's thinking of ideas on the spot, off the top of your head. That's what improvisation is. And we all use it all the time to make quick decisions. Instead of thinking and planning out things for a long time, it's coming up with ideas as they happen. So that's what we're going to be working on today, because it's a really useful tool that actors have. In fact, a lot of actors have to use it quite a bit, because with live theatre, things can go wrong, can't they? So you have to think on the spot. And some actors actually prefer to use improvisation because it can create some really wonderful scenes, and some movies you've seen are probably actually mostly improvisation. So that's what we're going to be doing today, improvisation, thinking on the spot, and some imagination work as well. So my friends, what we're going to do is we're going to have a short warm-up with a game that's very, very popular in our weekly classes. In fact, our weekly classes are back next week, so check them out because we'd love to see you at our weekly classes. And then we're going to do a couple of improvisation exercises, and then we're going to do a craft activity. So I've been a bit inspired by the sunshine and all the flowers coming out, so we're going to make a paper flower for you to either have in your room or to maybe give to somebody you care about. So that's what we're going to be working on today, my friends. So we're going to get started because we've got a lot to do in our half an hour today. So the first game we're going to be doing is our warm-up, and it's a really fun, silly game that we play quite a lot. It's called the jumping bean game. So what it is we're going to be different types of beans with our bodies. So we're going to be, number 1, a jumping bean. So if I say jumping bean, we're going to jump or lift our bodies up, whatever feels comfortable and good for you today, teams. Let's see your jumping beans, everybody. Jumping beans, jumping beans. Good job. And then we've got our runner bean. So our runner bean can either run on the spot, or you can run with your arms, or you can run with your bodies, whatever feels good for you today. So we've got our jumping bean and our runner bean. We've also got our string bean. So string bean, we're going to reach up as tall as you can. Reach up. And again, if that's looking up or lifting your head or reaching up with your arms, all are perfect and all are amazing. So reaching up. So this is our string bean. Fabulous. And then we're going to have our broad bean. So our broad bean is going to be really broad. So we're going to stretch out sideways. So either with our hands or opening up our bodies, whatever feels good. We're going to stretch for our broad bean. Fabulous. So we've got our jumping bean. We've got our runner bean. We've got our string bean. And we've got our broad bean. And then we're going to have our jelly bean. Oh, I love a jelly bean. And our jelly bean is going to be wibbly wobbly. So at home, you're going to be a jelly bean. So you're going to be wiggling, wobbling our bodies. Whatever feels good for our jelly bean. Fabulous. And finally, we have our French bean. So for our French bean, we are going to, in our best French accents, say, ooh la la. So that's all we have to do for our French bean. There's no movement. It's more a vocal one. And we're going to say, ooh la la, for our French bean. Fabulous, friends. Let's go through them all, okay? Jumping bean. That's it. Jumping on your jumping bean. Good job. Runner bean. Fabulous. And we're gonna go string bean. String bean. And broad bean. And jelly bean. And French bean. Ooh la la. Let's see how quick we can do them. Jelly bean. Go, go, go. Broad bean. string bean, runner bean, broad bean, string bean, broad bean, string bean, French bean, ooh la la, jumping bean, runner bean, jelly bean, French bean, ooh la la. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause. Fabulous, guys. So we're all warmed up and ready for our session. So our first improvisation game, our first thinking on the spot game. So this is sometimes called, you might have played this before, it's sometimes called charades, and it's sometimes called what's the character. But whatever you know it as, or if it's new to you, I like to call it what's the character. So what you can do is you can either have a think of a character on the spot, improvise, or what I've done is you can, maybe with your family and friends at home, you could prepare some pieces of paper that have some characters written on them. And then you can put them in a hat and shuffle them around. And the aim of the game is to try and act out the character and guess the character. So I'm going to be acting them out today. Feel free to join them in with me if you wish. And you're going to be trying to guess them at home. So yell out at the computer, at the TV, if you think you know what the character is, okay? So I'm going to pick one now. Pick one of them. Okay. And I'm going to look, but you don't know what it is. Okay. And I'm going to try and act out this character, and you're going to try and guess what it is, okay? So, arr, me hearties. Oh, I'll set sail on the open ocean. Oh, there's an island there. I bet there's some buried treasure for me to dig up. So, what character was I being? If you called it pirate, you're correct. It was a pirate. Fabulous, friends. So I'm going to do a couple more. Let me have a think. Let's go for... Okay. So remember, join in with the actions if you wish as well, okay? I'm going to go... Huh. There's got to be some baddies around here for me to defeat. Oh, I better go flying again. Here's my moves. What character am I? If you called out superhero, you're correct. I was being a superhero. Woo. Let's do one more, okay? Okay, so I'm going to think. I'm going to improvise the character. I'll think about what I could do. Hubble, bubble, toil and trouble. Oh, let me just readjust my pointy hat. Oh, look, there's a broomstick flying through the air. How marvelous. I'll cast a spell. What character was I being? That's right, a witch. Good job. Fabulous, friends. So this is a really fun game that you can play at home. It's just a bit of paper and a pen. Thank you for playing that game with me. Amazing. So another game we can play with improvisation, and this is a classic game in acting and performing. I'm sure a lot of you have already played it at our classes. It's a favorite. So this is called What Are You Doing? So what are you doing? Basically, it's a mime game and an improvisation game. So we're going to play it together, okay? I'm going to start, and I'm going to start by miming brushing my hair, okay? So I'm miming brushing my hair, which means I'm not actually using a hairbrush. I'm just pretending using my body. So I'm miming brushing my hair. And then you at home have a job to do. You have to say, what are you doing? Nice and loud, all together. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? And then my job is to think of something, anything in the whole world, but it can't be brushing my hair. So we've already done that one. So I'm going to give you one for you to do at home. So I'm going to say, I'm making a cake. So at home, you're going to be making a cake. So let's start making a cake. Fabulous. Good job. Well, it's a very big bowl I have, isn't it? Ooh. So we're making a cake. Fantastic. And now it's my job to ask you. I'm going to ask you at home, what are you doing? And you can call out whatever answer you want. It just can't be making a cake. So what are you doing? Oh, good job. I bet you had some fantastic suggestions. And I've been collecting some of the answers that we use in our group, some of the fabulous suggestions our participants have come up with. And so I'm going to go climbing a mountain. So I'm going to start climbing a mountain. Feel free to join me climbing this mountain. Oh, that's it. Good job. Oh, it's a big mountain, isn't it? Oh, let's climb this mountain. Fabulous. Good job. And then you're going to say, you ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? And I'm going to say, I'm being chased by a lion. So at home, you're going to pretend like you're being chased. Oh, by a lion. Ah! Oh my goodness. It's a very fast lion. Oh dear. Oh. And I'm going to save you and say, what are you doing? And then you're going to call out, ready, 1, 2, 3. What are you doing? I hope you had some fantastic suggestions. But I'm going to go with skydiving. Oh my goodness. How am I going to act out skydiving? So this is where it's important for me to use my improvisation to think, how can I act out skydiving? Let's do it together. Why don't we make ourselves really big and then pretend like we're falling through the sky. But wait, our parachute. Put your parachute. Oh, and then we'll fall down nice and safely. Oh, that was a bit of a scary one. Fabulous, friends. And then you're going to ask, I'm going to ask, so it's my turn to ask. I'm going to ask you, what are you doing? And we're going to be dancing. So should we get dancing? Dancing. Nice little dance on a Saturday morning. I love it. Some dancing. Hope you're boogieing at home. Boogie, 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 boogie. Fantastic. And one last time we're going to say, what are you doing? And we're going to be flying a kite. So imagine you've got a big, big, beautiful kite. We're just going to be flying a kite. That might be a nice thing to do today if you've got a kite. For a little fly. Lovely, friends. Well done. Give yourselves a round of applause, actors. Fantastic. So you've got a great skill now in improvisation. And it's really important to use because things are changing all the time. And sometimes plans don't go as we expect. So it's good to have that improvisation muscle really ready to adapt to any kind of circumstance we come up to. All right, friends, shall we get going with our arts and crafts? This is a very pretty one today. I like it a lot. So we've got our flowers. These are really lovely, and you can make as many as you want. But today I'm going to show you how to make one. Okay? And then you can go ahead and make all the flowers you wish. So you're going to need a piece of colourful card. Plain paper will also work if you've got plain paper. Do not worry. We've got some sellotape. You'll need some glue. You'll need some scissors. You'll need some pens, as always. We always need some nice pens, don't we? And you're going to need like a pencil or a stick or a pipe cleaner, just something along like this. And if you've got a green one, that's great. If not, that's not a problem. I've gone for green because it's going to be the stem of my flower. So that's why I've gone for a green one. Okay, friends. Right. So let me come down to do our craft. So we're going to start with our piece of card, okay? And you're going to get a pen and you're going to draw on your piece of card as big as you wish, really. Your flower can be as big as you want. A big circle. That's our first step, easy peasy. A big circle. I never do a perfect circle. I quite like my circle. That's it, just drawing a big circle. That's our first step. Once you've drawn your big circle, you're going to take your scissors and very carefully cut out your big circle. So very carefully cutting out the circle along the lines that you have created. Nice and carefully. If you need a big person's help for this, that's a-okay. So I've got my circle. Okay, got my nice circle. Beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the circle in half. So it looks a bit like a taco, doesn't it? So fold the circle in half. If yours looks like a taco as well, that's great. So it's like this. And then we're going to fold it in half like this. Beautiful. And then we're going to fold it in half again. So we folded it in half like this, and then we're going to fold it in half again like this. Ta-da! So it looks like a little fan. Okay, friends, one more time, and then we'll move on. So it's folded in half like this, and then folded in half like this. Beautiful. So you're left with a triangle and a curve like that. Once you get to here, you're going to get your scissors again, and you're going to cut into the paper, but not all the way through. So if we cut all the way through, our flower won't stick together, okay? So just cutting up, like up to here, like this. Cut, 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 like that. But not all the way through, otherwise we'll lose some petals, okay? So take your scissors, I'm just going to cut a little bit in. So see how I've cut about that far? And again, just going around and cutting. Doesn't matter if it's not particularly neat or even. Mine isn't. There we go. Just cutting like this. There we are. Beautiful. Almost there. Lovely. Awesome. So we've got, it looks a bit like that, but we've not cut the bottom. Okay. Fabulous. So now we're going to open up our flower again. Like that. Ooh, mine isn't opening. There we go. We're going to open up our flower. So it's like, it looks like sunshine, doesn't it? Beautiful. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut from the middle up to the middle, okay? So we're going to cut up to the middle like that. Boom. Lovely. There we go, up to the middle. So we've cut a little hole here. Again, not all the way through, just up to the middle. So I've cut up to the middle like that. And then we're gonna, this is a little bit tricky, so you might need a little help with it from a big person. We're gonna fold our flower round like this, as if we're, that's it. So it was like this, and we're gonna fold it round like that. So it's like that. Okay, I'll show you that one more time because that's a bit tricky. So I've opened up my flower, and I've cut up from the bottom to half here, and then I've started from one of the cuts, and I've just rolled it round like that. And then you just keep rolling, keep rolling, just keep rolling, just keep rolling, until you're left with a flower. Beautiful. And you're going to take a little bit of your tape now, and you're just going to tape what you've done to where you've done. You're just going to tape there just to hold it in place for now. Beautiful. You can start to peel out your flower a bit. Fabulous. Lovely, friends. Gorgeous. And then we're going to, with your pencil, so you're going to take your colored pencil or pipe cleaner or whatever fun bits and bobs you have that could be the stem of our flower. And you're gonna, so we're gonna cut off the bottom and slot in your pencil or pipe cleaner. So judge it by how big this is, okay? So if you don't cut it too big. So I'm just gonna do, I'll cut at the bottom. Oh, fabulous. And then you're just gonna put it in. And now we're gonna tape it all together. So we're gonna tape it here, get some tape, and stick it on. Beautiful. So just attach your pencil, your pipe cleaner, to your flower. Use as much tape as you need. I'm using quite a bit of tape. Okay. Fabulous. So we've got our flower, but we can see our pencil, can't we, or the top of our stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the inside of the flower. So using the spare bit of paper that you have, we're going to draw another circle, okay? Or a new piece of paper if you'd like a new piece of paper. So we're going to draw another circle. So we're going to draw a circle, smaller than the one we did before, but big enough to cover the center of our flower, okay? And you can color that in. Or if you've already got some nice colorful card that's already the color you want for the center of your flower, then use that. Easy peasy. Whoopsie. Try and color in the lines. I haven't. Try. There we go. And we're going to take our scissors again. Scissors. And we're going to cut out the center of our flower. And these are really nice to have just in your room because they're paper flowers, so they're never going to wilt. So they're nice to have in your room as like year-long flowers, or if you've got someone who you'd like to give it to, it's a really nice present as well. So I'll cut out paper flower. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue and stick it on the center, okay? So get your glue. And we're going to stick on the back, sticky, sticky. Fabulous. And then we're gonna stick it onto our flower. Beautiful. Hold on. Some flower issues. There we go. Beautiful. We've got our flower. So you can see you can do all different sizes. This one's not behaving. There we go. Beautiful. You can put them together and make a bouquet. You could also add some leaves if you wish to your flower. So yeah, so that's how we make our flower, everybody. This one's not behaving. There we go. Beautiful. You can make them all different colors. You could add some leaves. And like I say, it might be a nice thing to give them to somebody who you care about, or to just decorate your room. Some pretty flowers. Fabulous, friends. Good job. Amazing. So today, all of the games that we played, you can play at home with your family and friends. And I encourage you to do so. So we've got our charades, so you can play some charades at home. You can also do some what are you doing at home with your friends and family with the miming. And so lots of games that you can play at home today, my friends. Right, we've been moving around a lot, so we're going to do a little bit of breathing just to finish and a little bit of stretching, okay? So my friends, let's come back into our space. And what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, and we're going to reach up really tall when we breathe in. Ready? Breathing in. And we're going to reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. And then we're going to breathe out. We're going to breathe in. And reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. And we're going to breathe out. One more time. And breathe in. And reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. Reach up to the toes. And breathe out. Good job. Fabulous, everybody. Thank you for joining me on this sunny Saturday morning. I hope you enjoyed our improvisation and imagination. If you do make any of our flowers or any of our arts and crafts, we would love to see them. So please send in some pictures. We love seeing the work that you do. I love seeing them. Herts Inclusive Theatre loves to see them. So please send those in. Also, our weekly classes are back next week, so please check them out. You can go to our social media and you can go to our website. They're really, really fun. We have children, teenagers, and also adults. And we do some yoga as well. So we do lots of things. All right, my friends, should we do our hit goodbye? Awesome. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you next week. Have a fantastic week, okay? We're going to put our jazz hands in. Jazz hands. And we're going to go H-I-T, hits. And we're going to high fives across the screen. High fives, high fives, high fives. Awesome, friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.